Table head coach Kelvin Sampson on your left, sophomore guard Terrance Arceneaux on your right, graduate forward J'Wan Roberst. If you have questions, raise your hand. I'll call on you. Go ahead, Chris.
Kelvin did pull out the win, but then get hurt like that.
Well, I don't know what his injury is, so I don't know. Just glad we got the win. That's all that matters. You know, be people that take a knife and a fork and waste their time by analyzing. That's all you're doing is wasting your time. We're 6-0 on the road, 11-1 in the conference. Let's move on. Be lucky we're that. We're very fortunate. That was a number 3. Julian Hammond. Well, he played good today. And those step back howitzers. I mean, he has some howitzers. Defense was, you know, sometimes you play really good defense, and then a step back 26-footer will beat it. So, kind of games though, we sat down and watched Colorado against Arizona. At Arizona, that was a way closer game than people think. Colorado was in that game the whole way. The game here against West Virginia, they led a lot in the second half in that game here. Other the games we watched them a lot. They're right there. You know, I've been there. My 3rd year as the head coach at Washington State. You know, all these experiences make you who you are. I coached a team that lost 18 in a row. Our kids battled and fought, and we battle and fight. You know, that's when I was the head coach at Washington State. Gary Payton was at Oregon State, I think, and Sean Elliott. Everybody had a bunch of pros. We had some really debilitating injuries. David Sanders and Todd Anderson, my best scorer the year before, my 7-foot center. And then we had no depth. So that team never quit, though. And I told him, you don't lose at anything until you quit. And Tad's one of the best coaches in our game. You saw what this like. It's not easy to roll out there and be 0-11 and give the kind of effort that they give and played as well as they did. That's not easy. People that have no idea what athletics is about, people that's never played, assume that this team versus this team is going to be a blowout. There are no blowouts on the road. Don't blow people out on the road. University of Colorado has great pride. I remember coaching against Chauncey Billups here, David Harrison. Ricardo had a kid with a French last name, Monceau or something like that. They were always good. Tad's team last year had 3 NBA draft picks on it. And he's rebuilding with a bunch of new guys. This is not an easy league to rebuild in. But, you know, kudos to Colorado's kids. Kudos to Tad and his coaching staff. They're fighting their butts off. There's a lot to be said about that. And they keep playing like this, so they'll beat somebody. You know, proud of our kids today. On a day when things don't really go your way, and they're throwing in some tough shots at the end of shot clocks. Down the stretch, we kind of knew how we wanted to finish the game. Very similar to how we finished when we won at Kansas and won at what was the other game we won? West Virginia. So good. It's a great win for us. A great win. Puts us at 11-1 in the league, and we got a big game on Monday. And we've already moved on to that.
So, Coach, you said you looked at Colorado and Arizona. When you looked at Colorado, what did you defensively? What did you want to try to take away from them, and do you feel like you went out and executed that?
For a long period of time, we did, and then the threes they were hitting, you know, those were tough shots. We felt like we could hurt them on the offensive glass, but we had a lot of good looks that didn't go in. LJ and Milo's had, we had 3 straight threes, I think, that went inside the cylinder and popped out. So we got a little bit unlucky there with our shooting, but our offensive rebounding was good. We had 56 shot attempts and they had 46. That's a big part of our formula, is getting more shot attempts than the other team. If you go back to all of our 6 road wins, that's probably the common theme is I don't know how many turnovers we had today. We're normally in single digits with turnovers, but usually somewhere around 40-45% of our misses we usually get back. And on nights when you shoot well, you look great. On nights when you don't, you still win. And then you have to look in the dictionary and find out what ugly win is. But bottom line is we know how to win.
Kelvin, JoJo's ability to his hands on 6 offensive impacts that have, and had that much without scoring.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing what every big kid we've ever had did. We've never had a big that wasn't a good offensive rebounder. That's part of our formula. We're going to have to go back and restat the game because 6 seems very low for him. It was a controlled tip is an offensive rebound. He had 3 or 4 in one possession, seems like. But one had none. So JoJo had to make up for Juan's inability. Juan came alive late. But we got some guys that we need to get Emmanuel back. Obviously, our team is better he's our second leading scorer. LJ's going through an injury thing, but so is everybody else, man. This time of year, everybody's banged up, beat up, got injuries here and there, and we just move on to our next one.
Hey, 13 to 15 in the second half. What was different with your game? What they just
Not really. I was just trying to stay more on the attack. Felt like sometimes we would just get in a position where it was a one-on-one matchup that I felt that I could go past them and get to the rim, whatever. So I just kept staying on the attack, and they was running plays, and I was trying to execute them the best I can. So yeah, nothing really changed. Just my just staying on the attack.
J'Wan, this team's experience, ability to pull away numbers to stretch.
I mean, we know going into these games, especially on the road, it ain't gonna be easy. And I always try to tell the guys, every time we play a road game, and you look in the crowd, there's only sometimes a small portion of University of Houston fans. So I try to let them know we all we got, and we got to stay together. And anybody can be beat in the Big 12, and just going into the games, just knowing that when we go through adversity, all that does is bring us closer. So having a great coaching staff that stays in our ear and let us know that we still got a chance to win any ball game that we playing, and just having confidence in us and knowing that we'll go out and execute and win.
One more thing that's got back there for Coach Pat said yesterday, he really prides program on defense rebounding similar to you. He called you guys the gold standard. What is it like? You mentioned kind of your respect for him, just coaching against him.
Every coach has a way to win, and just coaches that have the consistent, sustainable models. Number one means they have good players. That starts and ends there. The gentleman asked Terrance. One of the things that we did down the stretch tonight was hunt matchups. We found matchups that we get them on the switch and they'd go at us. We just played Texas Tech. That's what they did the entire second half. Did the same thing we were trying to do today, is hunt matchups, and then drive it or post it or shoot it. But Colorado's always with Tad been a program that I think has been respected nationally. Because we know him, we know how good his teams are. This is not one of his better teams, obviously, but you see how they played today. But if you're a coach or player in this league, you understand how hard it is to win. You do. If you're in the arena, you understand. It's not easy to win on the road in any of these leagues. I don't know. I'm not even sure who was playing today. I know Baylor played at home, but I wonder if there's any road wins today. I guess was there? Who went on the road? I'm not in the SEC, my brother. I'm talking about the Big 12. Any road wins in the Big 12 today? Of course, we're earlier. Oh, yeah. What time does Arizona and Texas Tech play? Is that tonight? Yeah, so, no, ton of respect. We've got a good formula here. They play good today. I mean, they play good. Now, Hammond was knocking down some howitzers. I didn't know whether to go high-five him or get on my kids. Those are hard shots he was making. But he was making them. Give him credit.
Coach Terrance, J'Wan, thank you for your time.
That's it. Talent, like 6'8", 6'7".